Hey everyone, it's Readone again and I'm back today. And yesterday I was just ranting about how I saw this lame ass stupid retarded stupid shirt, first t-shirt actually, that had you look like my next girlfriend that this guy had on him while I was at school. And then I was ranting about yesterday. So I just noticed there being a lot of fuckery going down in my school. But I never noticed all this happening because one thing with Readone is I don't care about bullshit. Like I don't really care about people except people who care about me also. And one thing I noticed about school, and one thing that is very true about school is we all are just stuck with each other. We're stuck together, so we can't really keep hating on each other. We know we're stuck together, so we just pretend to like each other. Some of us just pretend to like each other, and when we see ourselves, we'll be like, hey, hi, how are you? And we smile, and that's what people do. They just smile and pass, and then they gossip about each other, bitches gossip about each other and shit like that. And so that's what I just noticed. And so I got assaulted today while at school. I got assaulted really. I got slapped like here and here. Okay, I'm gonna just get to the story, right? So while I was at school today, right, it was time for break, and whenever it's break time, my friends are in the other and in another class, a different class entirely. So I usually go to the class during break, and then we just hang around. We play COD, or they play COD. I do whatever I want to play, whatever I want to do, anime and all of that. Then we just hang around, while the wait time until we all are ready to go home. So I was there today, and then while I was there today, Steve, my friend, not really my friend, someone I just get along with, we just get along and all of that, came into the class with two other girls that were in the class also. They came in, and then he had Suya with him, and then Suya is beef, beef, roasted beef, garnished and all of that, roasted beef basically, placed on it has this long stick and then placed one after the other, so you can actually pick pieces of one after the other and eat it, or whatever you just want to do with it. So they always have it in my school during lunch, and you can go get yours and just have lunch and whatever. But I have not really tasted it because I don't really like things prepared by Turkish food, because they always use their own indigenous spices and all of that, so it tastes really different and all of that with different condiments. So I was like, okay Steve, can I have one of those? And it was like, yeah, come get one. And so I picked one, and I'll just to try it, and then I took one piece out like this. I took a piece out, and then I had one in my mouth. Then I tasted it, and then it tasted awful, not well roasted, under garnished, salty and all that. And I was like, oh Steve, I don't really like this. Can you take this? I'm done. Thank you very much. And I was like, no, just take it. Go eat up. I'm like, no, Steve, I'm okay. Just go eat. And then he insisted I should go eat. I'm like, no, Steve, I'm okay. Then he went, you're losing weight. Go eat and gain some weight. Before today, this is not the first time. He has said that like 3 other times, like talking about my weight, talking about how I'm losing weight. Like he thinks I'm Richard. He thinks I'm a Richard bastard whose parents are too poor to provide for him, and so I don't eat and so I lose weight. No, boo boo, you can't eat what I eat in a day. I eat so much and still I don't gain weight. I don't know how that happens. I can just never gain weight. This is me. This is who I am. And you give him this piece of junk, telling me to go and eat. Like you are the messiah here who is going to add me weight. Like what are we doing here? Are we on doctors? Are we on Dr. Phil or something? Like you think this piece of meat will make me fat? You think I don't eat in my house or what? Okay, but let's get that over with. Like the other day too, he said that in front of these 2 girls. Like I was talking, I was like, Readone, you're losing weight, and I'm like, no, I'm not losing weight. I'm okay, Steve, stop saying that. Then he was like, have you tested yourself? Have you tested yourself? Maybe you have HIV and AIDS or something. I'm like, pause. HIV and AIDS, that is insulting. Like that, do you know what that means? Like that's stigma. Like I don't have it already and you're stigmatizing. What if I have it? But I never said nothing because I'm a peer educator. Like so HIV and AIDS, nothing that it never bothers me. But I don't have no shit. But I didn't reply him, all those douchebags like in school, like who try to claim they're smart and they're like boss, like they're in control, they're in charge of, are you sure you don't have HIV AIDS? So the girls will like laugh. And you'll be like the boss and all of that, like making jest of other people. They always think they're better than every other person. But I don't give a shit about people like that, because let's just get over with our lives and get out of this school and start our lives and all of that shit. So I left them there. Getting back to my story, so I was like, Readone, just go eat up. You're really, you should add more weight. And I'm like, no, Steve, I insisted, I don't want this piece of shit. Take. And then the bitch was sitting down with, the short bitch, she turned and she was like, go eat it. No one wants to eat your remnants. I'm like, huh? You said what? She's like, no one wants to eat your leftovers. It's remnants already. That's leftover. I don't want to eat your remnants. For God's sake, who does that? Like, who wants to eat that? And you know, when girls are talking, like, she didn't just say no one wants to eat your remnants and your leftovers. She was like, no one wants to eat your remnants and leftovers. Like, you wretched piece of shit, you poor bastard, just go eat because no one wants to eat your leftovers. And I'm like, what did you say? I'm just saying the truth. You know, the truth hurts, but I'm being blunt here. No, bitch, you're not being blunt here. The only blunt you have is that dick in you. Like, no, just sit down, calm your tits down, and stop saying shit. And then I didn't reply her after I froze for like 30 seconds. Like, after she said that no one wants to eat your remnants, no one wants to eat your leftovers, I froze like bitch. In me, I was like this. I was calm, like trying to assimilate, trying to calm myself down, trying to get the whole thing in. I was like this. From outside, I was like this. But deep inside me, I was like, what's going on here? I was going crazy. Like, it was paining me deep inside. My blood pressure rose. Like, if you could feel my heartbeat, like it was going but you know, calm. Like, I was calm. Like, I was like, okay, so you mean no one wants to eat my remnants, my leftovers? Okay. And then I went towards the window, right? I went towards the window, and then I was just admiring Mother Earth, the nature and all of that. I was trying to bring in, you know, like in Kung Fu Panda, where you have to find inner peace. So I was just trying to assimilate, trying to understand what's going on around here. I'm breathing, and I was telling myself, Ridwan, calm down, because let me tell you, boo-boo, right from primary school, everyone knows me. Like, you can't just tell me shit and get away with it. I'm gonna reply your ass back. So I kept on trying to assimilate, and I kept on like that. But bitch wouldn't stop talking. She kept on talking, and I think her friend told her, maybe her friend said something like, oh, that was really rude, and I think you pissed him off. And then she was like, no, did I really piss him off? No, that is just life, you know. I'm just trying to be blunt here. I know the truth hurts, but you know, I have to say the truth, blah 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 and shit, because you piece of shit, you bitch ass. Like, she kept on saying shit. I was calming myself down, and I was speaking to myself, trying to calm myself down, and then she kept on talking, and then all of a sudden I turned, and I'm like, Munira, I just took a piece, just a piece out of this, with my hands and not my tooth or anything. You shouldn't call that leftovers, and even if you call it leftovers or remnants, don't say no one wants to eat it. Say you can't eat my remnants, and I'll understand. If you would have said that, I would understand perfectly, because not everyone would like me. You can't just like everybody. Okay, I will. Then she was like, no, not just me, no one would like to eat it. After she said that again, like, it pained me. Oh my god, it pained my spirit and my soul. Oh my god, like, that is just so insulting. Like, she didn't just insult only me, she insulted my parents, she insulted my parents' parents, she insulted my siblings, she insulted my future kids, she insulted my friends, she insulted my neighbors, and she insulted all those who loved me, because all those who love me. Because what she's saying is that no one wants to eat what I'm eating. That's not even remnant, that's sharing food. Like, I'm just eating, like, people are just sharing things right now. Like, do you know how insulting that is? Like, do you even know what leftovers and remnants should be called? Like, when you go into the kitchen and then people finish eating, and then you find plates in the kitchen with pieces of food on them, or on the plate, that's what you call remnants. But I just took this away with my hands, and you call that remnants, or you call that leftovers, blah 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 blah. So I kept on talking, and then it got all messy, and then we kept on shouting and got all messy. And so this Hamed also, he's my friend, but he's in the class also, so he kept on pushing me out, was like, stop it, you can come. And then he was like, stop. I'm like, no, just leave me, because whenever I'm talking, or whenever I'm really angry and I'm saying shit, don't just try to stop me, just try to reason with me. And so he kept on pushing me, and no, leave me alone. I kept on shouting. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. So after he realized that he can't really stand me anymore, and then he left me, and then I went back to her, and then I kept on talking, and then this Steve stood up. And he was like, no, Ridwan, stop talking. I'm like, no, Steve, why should I stop talking? Like, no, this is not cool at all. Why are you here talking about her, and why are you here doing shit? Like, no, Steve, I can say whatever I want to say, so leave me the fuck alone. And then he kept on talking. I'm like, bitch, calm your teeth, calm down, calm your balls down, calm the hell down. But he kept on talking, and then he said I shouldn't say a word anymore. I'm like, Steve, seriously, I shouldn't say any other word. Like, there's a girl sitting right here, and you're telling me to shut the fuck up. Like, a guy wants to feel in charge. You want to, like, what are we playing? Are we playing Thor or some kind of God of War or some kind of Captain America? You're trying to serve your girlfriend or something. I'm not. I don't go around kissing people's ass. Or because you go around kissing her ass doesn't mean that you can just stand up and start saying shit to me. But he kept on saying shit, but I didn't say nothing. So he said I should keep quiet, and I said no, I was going to keep quiet, and so he slapped me after I said another word. And I'm like, Steve, did you slap me? He said yes. And I thought, what did the Bible say? Okay, turn the other cheek. And then I turned the other cheek, and then he slapped me again. And so he got all messy, got all crazy and all of that. And then at the end of the day, I apologized to her and him also. And then I kept on telling her sorry, and then she's like, no, leave me alone. And then I tried, holding her on her shoulders, and I was like, hey, okay, I'm sorry. And then she was like, no, don't touch me. No, don't touch who? I'm not trying to touch, like, what do you have in your body? She's as short as fuck. She has very, very tiny boobs like this. Like her boobs. Like this. Very, very tiny boobs. Not more than this, for God's sake. Boo, what am I supposed to touch on this boobs? Like her ass. Very, very flat ass, like this. Very, very flat ass. You can't even see. No one can see your boobs. Your boobs are inside your body. What am I supposed to touch on that? Like, she's as annoying as a piece of shit. She's short as fuck. And so I was like, oh my god. I tried apologizing, and she said, no, don't touch me, blah blah blah. And I apologized. She said, no, but Munira, I have to tell you this, no one likes you. We all are just trying to keep up with you, and if you're going to keep up with this shit, I'm just trying to tell you, I will still be your friend, and I still want to be your friend, and I'm really sorry, and I'm apologizing publicly. I'm really sorry, but bitch, next time don't push my goddamn button, because if you push my button, I'm gonna push yours even more. Bitch, I'm done. Bye. But I'm done because I got 2 shows that, yeah, okay, let me not use Nicki Minaj, but I will say anyway. Okay, so I'm done because I have to go right now because I got 2 shows at Buckingham Dallas, and the private shows at the Buckingham Palace. That means I'm gonna cry like a movie, no commercial. I'm gonna blah 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 blah. I'm done.